So we have made it to Koh Phayam. It's very close to the Burmese border. This is the Thailand of 1978. We step back in time.
We heard a dug 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 under the boat, and that is the copper there. It's put his togs on. Where's your goggles? It's blowing 30,000 backsides out there. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna keep coming back for more. Just hit the floor. You're gonna love it. And cut! It's blowing 30,000 backsides out there. We actually got up to 35 for a moment. And we're on a fairly tight angle, 40 degrees, 40, 50 degrees. But we're lucky, we're just on the lee of the hills and the land. We're hugging the coastline up the west side of Phuket. I'm aiming for headlands and I'm going directly for the headland, and then we'll bear away a little bit to the next headland, and then we'll go up again to the next headland. Try to keep as close to the shore as we can. Got to keep an eye out for some buoys though, there's a few fishing nets and things out here. Well, we had a little bit of an accident, didn't we, Rachel? The first bit of rough water we hit, the dishes hadn't been put away.
4 different plates, and this one was my favourite too.
Yeah.
4 plates!
Oh,
so much for ceramics plates on board.
Oh, they've been really strong though, they've taken a battering, but that was just too hard.
Well, that's not great.
Sit back, enjoy the ride. Come on, check it out, check it out.
Yay.
See what the talk is all about.
What do you have to say, Robert?
Well, you know, I put someone on shift, and actually I couldn't trust that person to be on shift because I was having a snooze, but I kept saying to you guys, can you just have a quick look please? Someone's on shift, it's got to be on watch.
And what's happened?
Well, we heard a dug 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 under the boat, and that is the culprit there. It's put his togs on. Where's your goggles?
Our problem is that,
Oh, there's another one over there.
which is attached to us.
It hasn't affected the boat speed at all.
No,
don't
we've
think
taken in
so.
the sails, but it's not like the one that you caught.
No.
Which stopped us in our trap.
We're night sailing at the moment. Nothing too interesting has happened. I did have to... Oh.
Declan, I'm out of bed. What time in the morning is it?
It's 12:56.
What happened?
I got us hooked on a cray pot.
Do you want someone in there with you, Ive?
Yeah, but probably not.
Declan's gonna go with him. What a lovely brother.
Go get it, Tiger. So, we're just out here. We're just going for a swim. That's all. Nothing more.
You're not
nothing
helping him
less.
at all. You didn't put goggles on.
That's it.
Yay! That was quick. That was very painless. And he's straight into helping get the sails out again. Well done. And we're off.
Declan went 12 miles off course.
And he caught a crab pot.
Yeah, in the middle of the night.
Nothing wakes you up quite like a 1:30 a.m.
yes.
swim.
I love a 1:30 swim. I was like, no, you only live once.
In the middle of the ocean too? Why not?
Yeah.
I love my night swimming. It's been too long between drinks. Literally.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe we're doing this at 1 o'clock.
Full moon
in the
though,
morning.
well kind of almost full moon.
Full moon. Well, that makes all the difference. Let's get in.
I rest my case. It was like loosely.
I know.
So
It was
loosely
so
on.
easy to take off.
So we've just had quite a significant wind shift. We were on starboard tack before with the wind coming off the shore, and then it swung around within a matter of about 2 minutes. Went all quiet and headwind, and then came from onshore, and we're on port tack. So it swung about 60, 100, 120 degrees in a matter of minutes, but we're trucking along still quite nicely, 5 knots. And we're going to get to our destination quite early today, this afternoon. We're just thinking, should we push on? Just got to plan where to pull into if we do. A quick interview, Rachel. You are closing in on the end of another episode. You're tweaking.
How does it feel?
Feels good. Always feels good to be finishing an episode.
You know, when you start out, you've got just a, you got a, I don't know how this is going to work out, and then
Yes.
you start with looking through raw footage.
A lot of raw footage from several cameras. Sometimes stuff I've never seen before because it might be something you filmed or
Yep.
one of the boys filmed.
And it keeps you
So
riveted.
have a general idea of what, you know, we did over that period of time. We don't write scripts, we don't plan the day, so to speak. It's just what unfolds. I mean, a lot of it gets left behind. It doesn't fit
A lot of
in.
my stuff gets left behind.
All of your stuff will get left behind.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
it's
the bits
really a
that you
video
keep-
diary of our life, but it's
Yeah.
kind of because we're putting it out there, we're trying to make it as entertaining as possible.
Yeah.
I always describe it
Yeah.
like giving birth. Each
Yeah.
week I'm giving birth to a new episode. Some are painful to give birth to, some a lot easier. It just slips out, so to speak. After a good night's sleep on anchor, we continued once more towards our destination, 205 kilometres north of Phuket, right up on the Myanmar border, what is possibly Thailand's best kept secret, an island that has resisted the epidemic of tourism, Koh Phayam. Nicknamed Hippie Island, this laid-back slice of tranquility on the Andaman coast is in complete contrast to its larger cousin Phuket. Uncrowded, undeveloped beaches give way to lush jungle, quirky bars, and the tools of the island's industry, rubber and cashew nut trees. So we have made it to Koh Phayam. It's very close to the Burmese border. It's a lovely little, well actually no, quite big island. It is inhabited and there is a tourism trade here, but it's low key. This is where people come to unwind, to just laze around and step back from the rat race. It's the end of the tourist season, so it is quite quiet. But there are no big high rises here. There are no big fancy hotels. And bamboo shacks line the beach. And it takes me back to a letter from Rob's brother Kerry in 1978. He rented a bamboo shack on Patong Beach in Phuket, where you won't get any of those there now. Patong is now tourism on steroids. It's all flashing lights and cafes and bars and long gone. This is the Thailand of 1978. We step back in time and it's absolutely what we needed. Just to laze around and not do very much. Having said that, we have hired scooters, so we're going to go and have a look what this island has to offer.
Okay, we are back on the wagon. I mean the scooters.
Back on motorbikes. It's the only way to discover Southeast Asia.
And they distributed their safety hats. Who's the Kiwis this year?
I didn't bring my hat because I thought, well, I'll be wearing a helmet.
That's true. Yeah.
And there's no helmet.
This is a beautiful place, honestly. It's just, it's got such a lovely, hippie, relaxed, chill feel about it. And we're in nature, there's not too many people, what people here do, it's just, oh, it's cool. I don't know what it is, everywhere we seem to go, I really enjoy.
How do they do it? This seems to be a little grove of rubber trees. Is that what you call them? I don't know what type of tree it is, but there's lots of little bowls at the bottom hanging there, waiting for the tree to be... And those are Declan's squeaky brakes.
Sorry.
Waiting for the tree to be tapped.
Wow.
And the rubber to flow.
I'll take a strip off and then start bleeding, and start bleeding down there.
Yeah.
It's literally, it's blood.
That's crazy.
It looks like Blair Witch Project, doesn't it? All those trees, all the skeletal branches, no
I don't
leaves.
remember that.
I don't know, there's something about it that's quite spooky, and you can hear it at night time. I think it would be a bit eerie.
Okay, we're leaving right now. Okay, we're out of here. I'm leaving.
As we drive along here, there are a lot of cashew nut trees. If we had smell-o-vision, able to smell the whiff.
She's downwind of me.
Yeah.
Not that though.
No. There's fermented cashew apples is the smell I'm smelling anyway.
This place is so cool. The whole island is like this.
We were told, well, like I was reading up about the island this morning, and it said that Koh Phayam is the Koh Samui of 20 years ago. You know, now Koh Samui, once they got an airport, it's now tourists. This, yes, there are tourists and there are little accommodations all over the place and restaurants, but it's so laid back and low key. And, yeah, it's really lovely. Oh, we're back here. Yeah, maybe
right.
that's right.
I'll go right.
We've just come back to the crossroads.
We've just done a big. Go this way.
It's difficult to get lost on Koh Phayam as there are only 2 main roads with offshoots leading to beaches and accommodation. We were in search of the incredible handcrafted hippie bar, built entirely from flotsam and jetsam collected from along the beach at Buffalo Bay.
It's like an exploded Swiss Family Robinson, isn't it? It's just exceptional. This place is like nothing you've ever seen before. I just want to go everywhere, just go and lie down for it, and then go and lie down over there.
Can we get something to drink?
Yeah, let's get something to drink.
Well, it is a
I
bar.
was just thinking that there's a bar there. It'd be rude not to.
And maybe even a little snack.
Well, you go and ask for you.
I'm thirsty.
For the menu, and
I'm thirsty.
The whole place is made almost entirely from recycled wood or driftwood, with a labyrinth of little walkways and nooks and crannies and chill out spaces and bars, and it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy and gorgeous and ramshackle, and one of those places you've got to see. World famous in Payam. So one of the products of Koh Phayam is cashews, and they grow on the tree. It's actually the seed that we eat. The cashew nut is actually a seed, but it's got this big cashew apple that it grows out of, which is crazy looking, and apparently you can eat the cashew apple and it tastes a little bit like pineapple or mango. I mean, we've been learning all about cashew nuts. Cashew nuts are actually quite lethal, have a real toxic coating. They're double shelled, and they have to be boiled or roasted before you can take off the shell, because it's so toxic in its raw form. So you're not eating, even though they're sold as raw nuts, they've already been boiled once or roasted once, and then if you buy them roasted, they've been roasted a second time. So Rob has offered to eat the cashew apple for us. Wow. Delicious.
Oh yeah, that's good. Really good. Here we have, I've got a few of them. Boys can try them. You want to try, boys?
Nah, I'm okay.
I'm keen to try. Yeah.
Beautiful. You want to try that one or this one?
I'll try the one you just had, because
This
I
one?
know that one came straight off the tree.
Yeah.
Looks really appetizing, doesn't it?
Really good.
Does it taste nice?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Ivan's not sucked in yet.
You know
Good-
what?
good
It's got
acting,
that
Rach.
sweet. No, it's got that sweetness, but then it's got a real dryness to it, which is surprising when it's so juicy. Declan?
Kind of like a persimmon.
A little bit like a persimmon. I think they come from the same family, actually.
There's a persimmon.
Yeah, and sumac is from the same family.
That's what I've heard. Schumacher.
Sumac. Yeah.
Schumacher.
Oh,
Wow. It's so. Well, look at this.
full
Look
of
at
juice.
this.
Oh, don't waste the juice.
Look at that. It's so juicy.
I'll try some of that one then.
Yeah. Oh.
There it goes.
Yeah. The outside is where the dryness is. Yeah.
Shit. Kurt. I mean, it's not bad. Actually, it is good.
They make it into a drink apparently.
Yeah.
You
I
make
can
it into
see
a drink
why.
or put it in salads or put it in stir fries.
No, it's the cashew.
No, don't,
No.
because that's
Well,
got
I
a...
know,
it's
it's
really
poisonous.
hard.
Yeah.
That shell of the cashew nut is
Yeah.
very hard.
And apparently
I
what
get
you do is you twist it anti-clockwise.
Yeah, that's clockwise, Rach.
No, that's anti-clockwise.
That's clockwise. That's clockwise.
Actually,
That's
no.
anti-clockwise.
Which way is?
That's the way a clock goes round.
Think of the perspective. You're under there turning. You're turning clockwise. Turn it
I'm
anti-clockwise.
turning it
That's
anti-clockwise.
clockwise. That's
That's
clockwise.
oh, okay.
My goodness me. Cashew apple, cashew nut, anti-clockwise. Ooh. It's good.
It's a really common sight along the beach, any beach really, to have these little crabs that at low tide come out of the water. They make these little balls of sand, and it's like they're cleaning their house. Every morning they come out and they put their little ball of sand outside their little hole, and they arrange them, and they're just in and out, taking in these little balls of sand. But when we're looking at them here, they're artists. It's art. They're creating art as they clean their home. It's a beautiful arrangement they make just outside the hole of their little house.
You can see his track where he's physically, he or she has physically pushed them right out to there. It's a scatter gun, like a shotgun pellets. It's amazing. Why? Well, this is probably going to be our last day here, and it's been very, very nice. And I've learned a lot of things that experienced a lot of things. A couple of things in particular for me, Rachel.
Yes.
Cashew nuts, seeing them growing on trees, and I didn't know about the cashew apple fruit, which is really nice and really sumptuously moist. Lots of water in it.
Yeah, my goodness, if you got it in the desert,
Yeah,
and
to
they were
sustain it.
just because the tree grows in the sand.
Yeah.
It prefers tropical conditions in the sand. Gee, and you come across a cashew nut tree, you are sorted. So much water in those custard apples.
Incredible. And actually learning about the kind of toxic material that's in the shell, and how you have to roast them at least once, preferably twice before you eat them. And then the other thing was the rubber trees. I've always wanted to see a rubber tree. I didn't know they grew here.
You know what? I thought they'd be more substantial. They're quite skinny.
Yeah, they are quite skinny. We didn't see them in action because I'm sure it's during wet season that they kick into
Why
producing
are you
rubber.
sure?
Well, there's a lot of moisture in the ground. I just don't think there'd be enough moisture to produce enough sap. So I think they just leave the trees during the dry season. They probably attack them during the wet season. That's my taking on it. But anyway, enough of that. We're going to get some bread.
Thanks for watching to the end. If you'd like to support our channel further, you could do that by watching another video. Maybe this one where Declan falls asleep at the wheel and sends the boat off on the wrong direction. Or this one with numerous calamities, starting with Declan catching crab pot. We love you, Declan. See you next week.